My name's Dustin Phillips, and I'm here with another guitar tidbit.
What's up? Okay, so today we're going to be working on using a tonal center. Okay, so I have a video before this. You know, if you're venturing into the great unknowns of lead guitar, I am going to kind of show you kind of how I went along about it. You know what I mean? So we have the A minor pentatonic scale, or the blues scale, however you want to do it. We'll get into that later. But just the way I teach, I go 1 4 1 2 3 1 3 1 3 4 1 4 1 4. Right? Cool. Now this applies if you're playing in the key of A minor, right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to play a song in the key of C major, while applying an A minor pentatonic scale mode, okay? So the way we do this, it sounds complicated as all out, but if you just look at it for what it is and try not to let the words kind of like cloud like how you see it, it's going 1 4. Okay, tonal center. Okay. All right. So I don't remember where I left off. No, don't stop it. Don't stop it. Okay. So using a tonal center, we're going to take that first scale, right, that we already learned, right, that first mode of the minor pentatonic, and now instead of starting on 1, we're going to start on 4. Because 4 is C. Don't worry about it why, but in the future, that's how this scale thing that never changes, that's how that's going to lay over to other notes and kind of tell you what's going on. You know what I mean? So you lay this down. So now I go. Right? But I'm starting on C. Right? We'll get into why it works with major and the minor and that relationship later, because I know there's every answer begets 1,000 questions with music theory. It's crazy. So now I'm going to kind of show you that with some context. This is a song in C. C major. Right? So now we'll get into that one in the future. It's really fun. But if we play it right here, it works, right? But that coming around, because songs are in sections, right? Right here, you want to hit that whenever they hit that, right? I'm talking about the room and letting area for other people and stuff like that. That's when everybody steps in together, and then you step back away, how the music's relaxing a little bit, and everybody kind of throws in their own things into the pile. That's kind of how I conceptualize it. So we're going, that's the key of the song. So now I'll play the same exact scale, but I'm going to start on my 4. See how it sounds. It doesn't really sound very different. It's slightly different, but now I'm going to show you when I use one, how I use it, and then how I would use the other, right? So the first one, now it's something that I can use. But now I'm going to use this 4. And just, because on that one I was focusing. Now I'm going to focus on like, you see the difference. Alright, here we go. Now I'll switch to the other one. So, if you can see what I'm doing there, you could kind of hear when I switch the tonal centers, right? That the first tonal center was like just straight bluesy, da 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 da. When I switched to instead of using this as my root note, that's where that term comes in. Instead of using this as my root note, I switched it to the second, the 1, the 4, right? And that changed the overall sound of the entire thing, kind of, slightly, because it wasn't very far, right? But you progress through this and do the same things, and then you start watching YouTube videos on backing tracks and seeing what chords are coming up, and then you can start mapping it out because the music is calling for something, right? That's whenever I say what the music calls for, that's where these scales and stuff come into play. Because these scales aren't just a, whenever I say scales or modes, they're interchangeable words, so I hope there's no confusion on that. They're so versatile. So many things you can do with them. It's ridiculous. It's like a Swiss Army knife, but there are 12 main ones you should really know. And each one of those can do, you got basically 7 different tonal centers times 12, and that's a rough generalization, but you can see the outcomes and the possibilities, right? So everything is already laid out for you when it comes to the music you hear, but that's a thing you're going to have to work on and develop, is hearing music and sinking into that time. That is super important. For all you rhythm players out there, like, you probably don't have a problem with the timing. It's more the abstract concept of the lead guitar, you know, because it's weird. But I promise you, if you practice this, get that, because now you can play something in the key of A minor, right, with that. Or you can play it in the key of C major. You just start on your pinky, because that 1, 4, that's A, that's C, right? So if you have any questions or comments, just put a timestamp and leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you.